Kelly, next year is the FA's 150th. Can you give us an outline of what the national game has got in store for us?
Well, I think, first of all, 150 gives a great opportunity for the national game to be promoted in the FA's wider work that sometimes gets hidden behind England and the FA Cup and the high-profile events. A real chance to have its moment in the spotlight, because at the end of the day, 98% of football is played out there by children and in the grassroots game, and it's by far the nation's biggest game. It's completely reliant on fantastic work of 400,000 volunteers across the country, and it's a real chance to promote that work and promote opportunities for people to get involved in our game. As part of the 150, we'll have a National Football Day in August, and that's a real chance to celebrate all of the types of football that are going on across the country and the different roles, refereeing, coaching, volunteering, as well as playing the game, and get more people involved. But really, work continues on the FA's national game strategy. We invest nearly 50 million a year into developing the game, growing participation, raising standards, developing better young players. That work continues. We've had some really pleasing results since we launched the first strategy in 2008. Seen some, got a big year ahead in terms of initiatives like implementing the youth review, continuing our investment in facilities. So it's continuing that work.
And it's also 20 years since the FA took over the women's game, or the running of the women's game. That's quite an exciting time, isn't it?
It's a really exciting time, actually, because I'm old enough to remember when the FA took it over. And I remember what women and girls football was like, more importantly. And it was really, really a minority sport with very, very few women involved at all. And I think the first count of girls' teams was 80 teams. Now there's nearly 7,000 affiliated teams. Literally hundreds and thousands of women playing recreational football across the country. And obviously the Women's Super League has really helped raise the profile of the game. And England have gone from being, in those days, not really qualifying for major competitions to getting into the quarterfinals at the last two World Cups and the final of the European Championship. So it's seen some tremendous progress.
What is your best football memory?
I think in terms of work, I think one of the memories that really stands out for me, was only a couple of months ago when we had 70,000 here to see Brazil, GB women take on Brazil. I think it was a real landmark moment in the women's game. I've worked in women's football and trying to develop the game for 20 years, and to see that happen in our country, I think was a really special and proud moment.